I started off interested in painting because of my granddaughter, and she's just an excellent artist. I thought I'd try it, but I'm a YouTube video trained artist is what they call it. Have a lot of YouTubes I watch. My wife, Joe, she likes that one, so she framed it. This actually is one of my favorites, only because it's one of the early ones. And it's a restaurant in Venice, Ristorante al Teatro. That's because the theater is right over here. But I worked on this forever. That was one of the early, that was 2 years ago I did this one. But it's one of my favorites because it was one of the early ones.
What is it like living with him?
It's very interesting, it's very challenging, it's very comforting because he's a comforting person.
Just three?
Yeah.
God, how dirty he's all.
Yeah, I know. They grow in dirt.
What are you doing?
I'm just washing these out. Are you coming with the celery?
Pardon?
How you coming with the celery?
Not.
How are you coming with the celery? I think I was 13 or 14. I worked in a butcher shop. Maybe I could do the lentil.
Lentil, yeah, but just don't do that pumpkin thing you made.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I thought it was awful.
Oh, okay, well, luckily I is, so you won't have to suffer through it. I'm always speaking nicely of what you make.
Yeah.
Your work here is done. Oh, that'll make the difference.
It will.
Look at the colors in there.
Oh, gone. Okay.
Huh? You got your greens, you got your yellows, reds.
Now,
Good thing we didn't make that for more people. Sailing is just a sense of freedom and being at one with the environment around you. There's nothing to help you. There's nothing there to get you out of trouble. You're really self-reliant on a sailboat, and you have to take whatever the elements give you and react to it. For sailboat racing, it's not the same as going overnight on a trip. You don't need a whole lot of change of clothes or anything. We don't plan on going overboard. But in here I bring, first of all, a radio, so we can radio for help if we do need help out there. And we also tune this to channel 16, so if another boater is in trouble out there, we're obligated to go to the assistance of a mariner who's in trouble. Now, how do we find those people? I have a GPS machine in case we get lost out there. We got that. I also bring an inflatable life jacket. This will auto-inflate. If it doesn't, then you pull this where it says jerk. That's not an indication of who's falling overboard. That's just called jerking it. Okay, that was a joke.
do I like sailing? No, if I look at a boat, I get seasick. I have no interest to be on the water, and it's fine. I think water was made for the whales.
Yeah, we gotta start on this side.
Okay.
Let me go out. This goes around the very front of everything, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's the line that controls one of the ends of the sail called the spinnaker. And we fly that downwind, and it has a great deal of wind area. So it gives us about a knot increased speed. What we're doing now is setting up all the lines that control that in case we need to use it.
sail ties come off. And now I'm going to turn, set to see there's nothing behind me. Turn it into the wind. All right. Here you go. Warrior old hands there said that the Polarbeard guys, they get on a boat to go somewhere. Sailboat people, they just get on the boat and they're there. So the enjoyment of sailing is just being there, not the idea of getting somewhere. Yeah, what did she? Okay, we're good. We got a fair start. All right, good start, good start. We're ahead. Well, we were doing fine in the harbor, the wind was fine, and then we got out here into the ocean and the wind has died. So we're just, our name's not Bob, but we're bobbing. Can't do any better wind. But as someone told me once, a good sailor can sail and even the least of winds. So we'll see how good we are. Well, we didn't do too well. The wind died and we had our share of difficulties. But all in all, I'd say that a bad day sailing is better than the best day doing just about anything else. So, yeah, I'd rather be here than a lot of other places. So, yeah. So next time around, we get more wind, I hope.